Good, Joe. So I thought I'd do a little sample breakdown. I made a pretty crazy sample last night, and I'm gonna put the link in the description so you could download it for free and cook up with this. But I just wanted to break down kind of how I did this and play each pattern, how everything fits together. And yeah, I've been really just tapping in heavy with like making good samples. I started with a piano, just a regular piano, and it sounds like this. That's cool. That was the first layer. I wanted to lay down something just clean, something melodic. And I usually like to start with piano or Rhodes piano or like a plucky sound, a bell. Sometimes I'll do a pad or like an atmospheric sound, but like I find that when I start with like a keyboard sound or something like that, it really like locks in that strong foundation of the melody, and then I could add like a pad layer or like different bells and plucks and leads and synths. That's just how I like to approach it. So then the next sound that I added, basically, I think it was the same pattern. I just copied it over, like pad or something. I think that was the next pattern, was a pad, just a layered pad from Expand, the Arrival. Like very ethereal, very soft, ambient, heavenly. I just turned this down a little bit because this orbital effect was kind of like, it was too much texture, so I just wanted to turn that down a little bit. The next pattern, I think it was like a bell or something. Let's see, what do we got? Sometimes I'll use one VST for an entire loop. If I like the first or second sound, I'll just use that entire VST for the whole loop. I'm gonna just see how much I can get out of this VST for this one sample, you know what I mean, or this one beat. So that's kind of what I did here. I really like these mallets from Expand. This one's called Celeste Soft, and it sounds like this. Next sound, I added just strings. I just layered some strings. Now, this is kind of like a little bit of a random pattern, but I kind of, when you put these notes close together, I don't know, guys. I can't even really explain why I did it this way. I think I just played it on the keyboard. It's like half a chord that I know, and I just put it in there, and it sounds like this. Strings. Kind of really adds a lot of, I guess, tension and emotion to it, which is what I really liked. And then this, I feel like, was kind of the sauce that I added to the beat that really kind of brought it up another level. It was already going somewhere good, but then when I added this towards the end, I played this over top of the loop, and it sounds like this. It was just a electric piano, I believe. Yeah, the Mark II. Pretty simple and basic sounds. The E piano from Expand sounds like this. So it's not really all the way quantized. Like some notes kind of off the grid a little bit, some glide notes. This one's like kind of early. Just kind of, that's the thing with like real samples and real sounding like music, that had like real instrumentation in it. I'm not saying they don't have that now, but a lot of stuff is quantized and computerized nowadays. And so to get kind of that like humanized sample feel or vintage soulful feel, you really want stuff to be kind of swung and off the grid to give it more rhythm and more human feel. It gives it like this, I don't know, like a human actually played it, like, and that's something that it's funny because no matter how good we get with the computer and how much we quantize and everything's like perfect, you want that imperfection. Isn't that the ironic thing, is like you want the imperfections in your music. Like you want stuff to be kind of off. You want stuff to be kind of dirty or gritty because it just adds the character and the texture to your sounds. So the last sound I added was this lead guitar from Expand, dirty amped. They got some pretty good distorted guitars in here. Expand, dirty amped 56, sounds like this. I just added a bunch of like delay though to that. Yeah, I added like a flanger, delay, and Valhalla Supermassive. Valhalla Supermassive kind of gives you that washout effect. I have like a preset in here that I use a lot. I just kind of tweaked it, It's a dope, it's like a delay plugin, but it gives it like this ambient space delay. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like a reverb in my opinion. But that's all the sounds by themselves. And so then this is the loop with everything all together. This ended up being one of my favorite samples, and like I said, I'm gonna put the link in the description so that you guys can download it. Follow me on Instagram, Chosen Living. Tag me, send me the beat, show me what you cook up with this. Just wanted to break down how to basically make like a realistic sounding, soulful sample like this. And I really been focused a lot on sampling more. Right now I don't really care that much about making beats. I really just want to make good sounding samples and loops for people to cook up with. And even myself, it's just like, a lot of people use loops and use samples, but if you could be that producer or that musician in the room that can play the keys a little bit or play the guitar or just really click it in and just make great samples, like that's a huge asset, because this guy knows how to cook up, or this girl like really knows what she's doing. Like, you bring her in the studio, she's an asset. Like, she got a hell of a toolkit that you could, an arsenal that you could utilize in your music and bring to the table for other people. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow with another cook up. Probably more sample breakdowns, cook ups. I've been focused more on the short form content too. Just posted something on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok, Chosen Living. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.